11's.
Yeah, well, we just had it 5 minutes since.
15, actually. 11's at the Hell punctually every 15 minutes when Barlow's on holiday. Tea or coffee?
I'll have what you and Val are having.
Well, she's tea, I'm coffee.
Tomato soup. I like to be awkward, you know.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Very nice, yeah, very nice. Finish, have you?
Well, just about. Got a bit of siding up to do, get rid of some of the stuff.
I hear we had a little bit of fun and games in the parish last night.
Eh?
Assault and battery with a little bit of grievous bodily harm thrown in.
How do you know?
It's all right, mate. It wasn't me that bumped him.
But you do think he needed bumping?
Oh, yes, and I also thought that the Rhodesians wanted sorting out, but I just carried a banner down Market Street. No, Stan told me, actually.
I wish I knew who it was. Are you sure it wasn't you?
Oh, definitely. I'm a fully paid-up coward. No, no. Always have been.
Well, if it wasn't you, it wasn't me, and it wasn't Stan.
Yeah. Who else was in there now?
Petty.
No one else?
Jack Walker, but of course he was in bed, wasn't he? And of course, young Jerry.
Yeah.
Hey.
Our kid knew.
Just a minute.
What?
Petty. He was in the pub last night. He was going to thump him. Jerry and me stopped him. Then we went out, we left him on the corner. He said he was going in.
You! Are you in, love?
Yeah, hello, in here.
Oh, morning. Looking for your lady, love?
Yeah, she's upstairs with the kids.
Oh, right. Hey, don't you go stopping the workers. They don't need much encouragement, you know.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'll remember that when you want your pipes lagging.
Wait, what about last night, then? Did you hear it?
What?
I thought the wall was coming in at first. Either that or else an air raid.
What are you on about?
Didn't you hear it, then? I were in the scullery at the time, about 9 o'clock it was, doing my cupboards out. Oh, it were awful.
What was?
Crashing about and banging and swearing and moaning. I didn't dare go out in case I got what for.
Where was this?
In the entry back of the corner shop. I went to have a look this morning, but there wasn't no blood. Upstairs, do you say?
What?
Your Val.
Yes, upstairs with the kids.
Right, carry on skiving. Morning, me, Val.
I think we've underestimated our Sergeant Major.
Excuse me, my man, but shouldn't this be in the main foyer?
Oh, it will be, love. I mean, it's not till tonight.
No, I do know the time of the function, thank you. I did help to organise it.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're something to do with it then, are you?
Yes, I am, just a little, just the president.
Oh, yes. Well, are you really? Well, you see, this one goes in the main hall with another one saying dinner and ball, Balmoral Suite, with an arrow pointing.
Actually, the Socials Committee did specify grand dinner and ball.
Ah, well, that's not my department, love. You see, this is the way this come from the sign writers.
You, Anne! Oh, God bless you for coming, Anne. Oh, you've had your hair done. Oh, it is nice. Who did it? Now, look, there aren't enough carnations for the raffle table. So I thought, well, just pink ribbon, you know. How's Jackie?
Oh, he's still under the weather, I'm afraid, dear. I mean, it's sedation now.
Oh, I do think it's a shame when they're agile. It won't be the same without my Jackie. You can keep your Amos Burkes. I suppose your gentleman friend will be escorting you then, will he?
Yes, indeed. I suppose I can rely on you for the name card, can I?
Oh, you mean for his place at dinner? Top table, eh?
Yes. It will read now, Mrs. Anne Walker, President of the Ladies' Committee, and L. Petty, Esquire, R.A.
Not Royal Academy.
Royal Artillery.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my old mob.
Get away.
But we won't dwell on it at the moment. I mean, not with ladies present.
Well, I hope you've warned him. If he's taking Jackie's place, I shall be pinching him for the St. Bernards. Oh, I like a St. Bernards. You can keep your ready, steady goes.
I wonder, Nellie, do you think I might try the acoustics just for my speech of welcome?
Oh, yes, the mic's all rigged up for you, love, but let me give you a little tip. Don't stand too near it. I mean, we lose more eardrums that way.
Oh, thank you. It's only just a few quick words, you know.
You'll get a mention of Mrs. Potter in, won't you? You know, Dora Potter of the Wellington Arms, and she's retiring from on treasurer this year, owing to gallstones.
Oh, well, I'll try and fit it in. Dora's gallstones, yes. I do try to keep it short and sweet. Anyhow, could I just test the microphone? Thank you.
Short and... Here, all these. Short and sweet, did she say? A few quick words. Listen to this. Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, I know you have no wish to listen to long speeches by people who like the sound of their own voices. Crikey, 9 pages.
That'll take her a minute or two, eh?
A minute or two. By the time we've had dinner and listened to Anne's speech, it'll be time for the last waltz. I mean, carriages are at 1 o'clock. Honestly, Anne Walker, you can keep your Barbara Cartlands.
According to my reckoning, friend Petty waits on the corner till this Frank Turner comes past you.
Morning, Mrs. Caldwell, Mrs. Sharples.
Morning, not talking about me, I hope.
It's when they stop talking about you got to worry. That's what I always say.
Then he waits in the entry and gives him a duffing over, you see.
Has Mr. Petty confessed all
Well, I
this?
haven't actually seen him yet, but I'm just surmising, you know.
Yes. Well, as you know, Len, I hold no truck with violence. In fact, I've written about Z-cars once or twice. But, I mean, if this has happened, then all honour to him. In this sort of thing, there is...
You know, if I wanted to die of thirst, I could do it in the comfort of my own home.
I'm coming, Mrs. Sharples.
Morning, all. Just change of a pound note, if you wouldn't mind, Mr. Walker. I'm a bit light on copper.
Of course. And Mr. Petty? Thank you.
Hey, what for?
What for, he says. I'll bet you were a bit of a tearaway on the reefer ban, you weren't you?
Pardon?
Mind you, I've seen you pongos going into a punch-up before, you know. I think you're a good lad. I'm not one for the Queensberry rules myself, really.
Oh, sorry, mate, I'm not with you.
Now, 2 milk stouts, wasn't it?
Thank you very much. Hope we're not being too much trouble.
Not at all, no.
Right, well, then you can take those back for having 2 egg flips, seeing that it's Christmas.
Well, you might have told me before I brought these.
Well, I didn't like to interrupt you when you were so busy whispering. They're at it again. I don't stand folks as won't raise their voices.
Well, perhaps they're telling blue stories. He knows a few, does Len Fairclough. He got 'em off Charlie.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he's told me 1 or 2 and all. Well, we're all over 21, aren't we? There's the one about the 2 old men sitting in deck.
Hey, that'll do, that'll do.
Oh, not that I would repeat it, mind you.
Got the wrong number there, mate. Not this kiddie, no. I'm a bit too old for that caper.
It must have been you.
Well, I ought to know, lad.
Well, did you hear any sort of a row round about 9 o'clock last night?
Not a dicky bird.
It was the side of your shop.
Oh, well, I had the telly on. You know, I like to catch the news bulletins, keep abreast of international affairs, and... Hold on.
What?
Weren't me, it weren't you, and it weren't Stan.
I know, that's what I'm thinking.
You know, it could be person or persons unknown if he was blackmailing somebody else.
That's a consideration, I suppose.
Shows you, doesn't it? Your lip reader goes to pot good and proper once you leave the mill.
I've drunk mine.
Of course, I could get a hearing aid and switch it on full blast.
It were very nice. I've drunk it now.
Well, don't keep on it and just lick your lips. We've got the new year to see in yet.
Yes, Ina.
And if you do less yapping and more listening, we'd know what's going on outside in the world.
Right, come on, Mr. Petty. The biscuit rep's waiting for you.
Where?
In the shop.
On his own?
Well, it is me lunch, Anne. I've got my husband to see to, you know.
Excuse me. Listen, Emrod.
I've took a jar of pickles and all. Oh, for this husband of mine, like what I've got to see to, like. Take no notice, I'll grow out of it in
It's not the
time.
only thing you're going to grow out of an old darling.
Oh, yes.
In about 6 months' time, when your husband's scratching around the kitchen looking for a meal, he'll find a tin of baked beans, probably, and you will be out gallivanting.
Me?
Yeah.
I know he's already had a burnt chop for getting home late.
Already? Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
of course, that's nice, he says to me. I'll be home at 8, he says, to crush me ruby lips with his burning kisses. Then rolls in after 9, puffing and panting.
Oh, aye.
Oh, you cheeky thing, you've been running. Anyway, I'll have to get back to see to my husband.
Your husband.
Us married women, it's all go, isn't
Come on
it?
now, kid, you'll be home now, you know.
I'm going.
You got a husband to see to?
Aye, here's another one. Give him a pint, darling.
No, not just at the moment, thank you. I've got a cig for my supper, haven't I, love?
Eh?
Where are they?
In the backyard, thank you very much, Mr. Ogden.
My pleasure, Mrs. Walker. If you can't do somebody a good turn when they're in trouble, it's a bad show. That's always been my motto.
He's just refused a drink.
Yes, he's bringing in the crates for me while Mr. Walker's indisposed.
Stan Ogden up in crates.
Well, he did offer.
For love.
Well, I said I'd quench his thirst in return. It's very thirsty work, Len. Penny for him.
David Barlow.
Pardon?
She said he was an hour late last night coming in. He was puffing and panting.
Well, he'd been running.
Or fighting.
Frank Turner.
Well, they're coming then this afternoon.
I don't know. Might be any good.
Well, it won't be exactly England and Brazil, but there'll be 1 or 2 good lads playing.
Well, you know, I like to see good moves. A bit of strategy, making the ball do the work.
Well, thank you very much.
No, not that. I didn't mean you. No, to the lads.
Well,
I mean, you're a pro.
it's either sitting at home, watching the telly and playing with your foreign coins, or coming to watch the match. Remember's coming.
All right, well, I'll come and shout for you then. Hey, would you like me to rub your ankles with liniment?
You what?
Well, it gets you in fine trim. Makes your match fit. Doesn't your trainer do it?
Yeah.
Right, well, off with your socks. then.
Oh, no, he's got proper hands, though.
What do you think these are?
They're like emery paper.
All right. Suit yourself. I were going to explain 1 or 2 tactical moves, you know, but I don't think I'll bother now. You know, 4-2-4, attacking triangles and all that kind of stuff.
Right, come on, get that blonde off your knee. I'm
Look out.
coming in.
She's here.
Hello, Chuck. Hello, Mr. Tatlock.
Hey, Uncle Albert.
Oh, I'm sorry, Uncle Albert. Mm.
Don't I get one of them?
Yes, you can have 2.
Oh.
I'm sorry I'm late, love, but I've got your chop and chips and some pickled onions. Aren't I fabulous?
Stupendous. Only I'm having mincemeat on toast.
You are?
I always do before the match.
I haven't got you no mincemeat.
Well, I have, about half an hour ago.
Oh, I'm redundant.
Oh, no, you're not, love. You can always be a linesman if we run out of them. Have you got any shorts that come down to your knees?
Hey, I'm too young for this. I'm going off home, I am.
Right, that's it till next time. All nice and clean. You ready, Chuck?
Now, let me get the dust down first,
What about your dinner?
I'm getting this for now.
I thought you were starving hungry.
I'm not paying for it.
Isn't it marvellous? You know, he's too old for psychiatry. I've made inquiries. Well, never mind. It'll not be wasted. It'll always warm up for your tea.
Well, what are we having then?
Tater ash warmed up from yesterday's tea. I'm all there with my lemon drops, you know.
Hey, have you heard out?
It looks like David Barlow.
David! Me son-in-law!
But I take it, you think you could walk out there and make out you were going to the ladies?
I've only got 2 eighteeners.
Oh, see, you're not out of pocket. You're only going to see if you can hear something.
Ena, can I make a suggestion?
What?
Why don't we just keep that out?
You what?
Well, it's just called minding your own business.
It's called a sign of old age. You'll apologise.
Oh, well, I haven't done anything to apologise about.
Right? You crack on you're going to the ladies. You'll find an egg flip waiting for you when you come back.
I apologise.
David, well, I'm jiggered.
Well, on all the evidence to hand,
Yeah?
mind you... Len Fairclough,
Hello.
what are you chummering about over there?
I'm just wondering what you're going to buy me for Christmas, darling.
Oh, you're an aggravating devil.
Come on, get it going. Move, pal. Come on, get it. Come on. Get in there. Come on. Oh, look.
David! It wasn't.
No, there's nothing wrong with him. That's just kidology, that.
He isn't.
No, you're right. Come on.
Hello?
It's us, love.
Don't worry, love, we're here.
What is just stirred, love? Is he badly hurt?
I don't know. He's gone to the Royal and Uncle Albert's with him. They took him there by ambulance.
It's his leg, isn't it?
His left knee.
It's not... Well, I mean, nothing's broken, is it?
Well, I don't know. I went with him and then he said he wanted me to come back here. And I went and had all chops and chips and pickled onions for him because he'd been fancying pickled onions.
Well, look, I'll go down. You stop here. I'll get bus.
No, you don't have to, Dad, because I gave them Ken and Val's phone number and they said that they'd ring there if there was any news. After 7, they say. Why don't you sit down?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you should have broke up a tea.
No, I've had about 3 dozen. I'll make you one.
Look, you stay here.
No,
I'll make
let
it.
her do it. Better if she's got something to do. Occupy her mind.
How about coming back with us, our kid? Keep you company.
No, I want to be on my own, Dad, really. And I'll be going round to Val's in about an hour for when they ring.
Oh, hey, I better notify Mrs. Walker. I'll not be able to come. And we're going to help the replacement fella, you know, washing glasses and that.
Oh, no, don't do that. It's not fair, is it, on a one night off in the year?
Oh, no, don't let her down. I'll stop here with her.
No, you've no need to, Dad, and I promise I'll call when I go to bed.
You're better off with somebody here, love.
No, because she'll have his tea to see to.
Huh?
Well, you will. He'll be home for it, you see. He'll be here soon enough.
Oh, aye. So you haven't to worry, have you?
No, I'll try not to worry.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Stevenson. That'll be fine. And there's half a tin of crisps up here. You won't require any more. Excuse me, then.
Shame, though, isn't it?
Thank you.
Madam.
Thank you.
You on?
Here, look. Stop press.
Peace move in Vietnam, question mark.
Oh, look there, underneath. Local footballer.
Local footballer injured. David Barlow, team prefect. Do you see that, darling?
Yes, I did. Kenneth told me when Irma rang out.
Carried off during benefit match. Taken to Royal Infirmary. What the
You
accident?
mean infirmary?
Oh. Leg fracture suspected. No comment from hospital. Yeah, leg fracture.
I suspected. That's them guessing the two penneth. You'll notice hospital's not saying out.
Flipping benefit match, you know. Still, they always bum it up in the papers, don't they? Annie, love, you can pour pints in your whip frock, can't you?
Thank you very much, Mr. Fairclough. Whipwalk's frock indeed.
Ah, you take no notice of him, Mrs. Walker. He's big ignorant. I think you look belting.
Well, thank you very much, Jerry. Mr. Stevenson will look after your refreshments. He's in the cellar.
Who?
He's the replacement from the brewery. Ah, well, into my stove, and then Cinderella is off to the ball.
Well, don't sound so flippin' happy about it, darling.
You don't think he'll come, do you, while I'm out?
Who?
Frank Turner.
Well, I don't think he'll be around here again, not in our lifetime anyway. You
Eh?
shouldn't fret yourself.
Pardon?
Well, he promised me he'd never bother you again, never. Mind you, I had him in a half Nelson at time.
You?
Oh, back entry last night. I think you've seen the last of him, Mrs. Walker.
Jerry! You flippin' dark horse. You never told anyone, did you?
What?
About giving him a clubbering.
Well, it's not to be proud of, is it?
Well, I'm proud of you, Jerry, and so will Mr. Walker be when he hears.
Well, I wouldn't say I gave him a clobbering exactly. It's more like a difference of opinion. Anyway, you can put your eyes back. I never was exactly a 7-stone weakling, was it?
Not you, mate. Him. Hey, Annie, your pumpkin's arrived.
Ready for action stations, and... Flipping heck, I bet that never come off Paddy's market,
Paddy's
did it?
market? It's a lovely bit of brack-out material, is that wax?
Lionel, that is what I call distinguished. No disrespect to my Jackie, of course.
Oh, of course not. Not when he's lying ill in bed.
But unfortunately, whenever Jack wears an evening suit, he always looks as though he's apologising.
Nice, isn't it? I like that. She talks with a plum in her mouth, cracks on her blood 3 parts blue. As soon as her husband's out of the rock, she has a gigolo round with his dicky bow on.
Oh, Ena, they're just good friends.
Yes, that's what Marion Butler said about that Cole fella. And now they've got 6 kids to prove it.
He's gone in, has he?
All right, only takes 1 step, you know.
Well, if he's gone in, what are you looking at?
See what she's wearing when taxi comes.
Oh, she'll have a fur, I expect.
Oh, there's now for sure. You know, I'm beginning to feel a bit sorry for that rabbit. He was going bald when their Billy was christened. Hey, up.
Oh, is she making a public appearance?
No, but old Tatlock's back from the hospital.
Oh, knock on the window.
No, he's coming to the door.
There's no bones broken.
Well, wait, you hurry. Come on, tell us what they said. Come in.
Well, that's all. The X-ray shows that there's no bones broken.
Well, how is he in himself?
Well, I don't know. I didn't see him. I've just been sat waiting at casualty. They made me a cup of cocoa. I've just got back.
Do you like something to eat?
No, thanks. No, Valerie's getting me something.
Have you to go back?
No, they said we've got to do nothing till they ring through. It's been a funny afternoon.
that's
Sitting
okay.
there, walls all yellow and brown. They were a little coloured lass there, waiting to have her stitches out. Scratching a Merry Christmas on wall with crayons when she thought nobody were looking. I never said out.
No, I shouldn't fret yourself. There's enough schooling these days to know what they're up to.
And if there's nothing broke?
Well, I mean, that just shows you he'd no need
Now,
to play if
look.
he didn't want it.
Buck up and stop minging her, else you'll be busting summit. So long as the leg's in one piece, it'll only be shock, you'll see.
She's right. You've got to be a hero, you know, in times of sickness.
Aye. Ta-da.
Ta-da. Thanks for letting us know. Rum life, isn't it? Taxi at one door, ambulance at t'other.
Ken? Val says that she got to put some toast on for Uncle Albert.
Yeah. So tell her to stop mithering him. She knows he's on edge. Just keep still for 2 minutes, mate. Your tea's ready.
You have to buck up.
Me? I'm all right.
You're not, you know, not inside, I know you.
Yeah, listen, Uncle Al, I've been thinking he's going to be off for a few weeks, you know, hasn't he?
Well, that won't matter. They won't dock his wages.
No, but he's going to be a bit chocker, though.
Well, it's up to us then, isn't it? I mean, you've got to be a hero in time of illness. And a couple of weeks' rest won't do him any harm.
Listen, you don't suppose that there couldn't be out wrong with the phone, could they? I mean, we could ring the exchange.
No, love, they're going to ring us.
Listen, it's only 7 o'clock, love, and it's not an emergency now, you know.
Don't you think that it should be me that should phone them,
No,
though?
no.
They're nice, aren't they?
Mm.
Oh, I think it's dead cold in here.
Look, my love, will you start worrying?
Yeah, all right. Come and get your teas, then.
All right.
Hello? Yes, this is Mrs. David Barlow speaking. Yes? What now? Yes, that's right, that's it. Number 17, Active Street. Yeah? Listen, is everything all right? I mean, is it... Oh, I see, right. Right, thank you. Bob! They're bringing him home. He's coming home.
He's okay, then?
Yes, I think so. They
Oh,
said
great.
they're taking him home now and that they've give the doctor a full report.
Oh, Dr. Aston.
Yes, I think it must be. I think it's only sprains and bruises and that now, so I'm going
Hey,
home.
come on, I'll tell you what, I'll run you down the scooter. Look.
Right,
Come on.
well,
listen, Uncle Albert, you just stay here and get your tea.
Stay here, big beggar. I'm going to follow you up bus.
Unit, whiskey sour, and cherry brandy for the Madam President.
Right, coming up, sir.
Nellie, you really honestly don't think I went on too long? You're not just saying it. I thought I was just a trifle, perhaps, drawn out.
Oh, not at all, Anne.
Really? Only you know Mrs. Shadwell of the Legs of Man? She was fidgeting just a bit. And you know how she plaits the fringe of her stole when she's bored?
I'm sure she wasn't. I think we were all sorry you didn't go on even longer. Yeah, I mean, longer than...
Here we are, ladies. The cup that cheers.
Oh, thank you, Lionel. Happy days.
You know, I'm not at all sure that I should have another. I did quite an abandoned whisk and wing with Alderman Laycock in the pot.
Right, that's 2 brandies, and there's your change. And there's your change, sir.
Oh, so have one for yourself, will you,
Well,
waiter?
thank you very much, sir. I won't have one at the moment, if you don't mind. I'll have it later. I've got one here.
All right.
You were in the artillery, weren't you?
That's it, lad. There I were, 25 years, man and boy, not a day regretted.
I did 12 years myself.
Go on, where? Italy, Malta, Far East?
Ablutions, mainly. Cheers.
Of course, there's only one thing casting its shadow over the evening to my mind.
Oh?
My jacket. Here am I with my toes tapping ready for the St. Bernards and Jackie's dancing pumps in the wardrobe.
Of course, you could always dance it with your own husband, couldn't you?
What, him? The only dancing he ever does is the gay Gordons to the bar and back. Oh, it's not a Jackie.
Well, of course, very few are.
Mind you, I wouldn't say no to your Lionel.
Pardon?
For the St. Bernards, always assuming one's asked for the pleasure, of course.
Of course.
I mean, he has had a Boston two-step with you, hasn't he? I think it's my turn next.
Well, one would imagine so.
I mean, otherwise, Anne, some people, not me, of course, but some people might think there was something going on between you two.
Oh, but only if I were to accept, surely.
Exactly. Listen, it's a St. Bernard.
My favourite, actually.
Really?
Oh, yes, I've been complimented on my St. Bernards by 1 or 2 ladies throughout the globe. No names, no back drill.
Well, will you excuse us, Anne?
Most certainly. Most unfortunately, Nellie has to dance this with her husband. Shall we?
I should be delighted. May I have the pleasure?
The pleasure is mine.
Ah, well, it seemed a fair enough, Oh, thank you, love. A fair enough tackle to me, you know, only...
Hey, this might be him.
Who?
Dr. Aston. No, as you were, it's a van.
Only it was the way I landed. You know, I felt it give. Still, he played the ball all right, so he wasn't anywhere near me knee. You got to admit, I give the public entertainment.
Blow the public. If that's the entertainment they want, they can go to bullfight.
Never mind, I kid, the worst is over. Count your blessings, you know.
Look out, there's a car coming. Oh, no, it's gone past.
Look, Uncle Albert, will you just give it a rest? I mean, they said they'd be in touch. You might not need any treatment.
Hey, you, don't shout at Uncle Albert. He's been a little jewel all day, haven't you?
Well, I've done no special.
Well, I'm recommending you for the New Year's honours list, whether or not made.
Hey, he's here. By God, they said the doctor's in want of a bit of money, but he never had a car like that 2 years since. Not that size.
Is he coming in?
Yes, come on. Hey, get them pots shifted.
Yeah, all
come
right.
on, get this spinny on.
I'll open the door.
No, it's all right. I'll do it, because I'm going up to the kitchen now.
You know that... Well, if the doctor says that you've got to rest for a few weeks, how do you stand with the club? For money, I mean.
Oh, it's all right, love. I've got 6 weeks sick pay before they can give me the boot. Of course, they'll have to manage the Christmas do on their own, but the team will be all right.
Oh, hello, Doctor. Come in.
Oh, good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, Doc, join the party.
Could we go into a bedroom, Mr. Barlow?
Oh, he's being examined.
Ah, he's been to Royal.
Yes, I've got all the details. I'd like a word in private, if I may. Could you give him a hand up, gentlemen?
It's all right, Doctor. You can talk to him in here.
Ah, we're all family.
Very well.
Get the doctor a chair.
Yeah, go on. Here, Doctor.
Thank you. Well, as I suppose you know, Mr. Barlow, no bones are broken.
Look, tell him, will you? He's the warrior.
But I'm afraid it's just as serious. The internal medial ligament of your knee, I am sorry to tell you this, it's irreparably damaged.
What? How exactly?
Doctor, just how irreparable is his career?
Your knee could go at any time.
Could?
And would. And will. I'm afraid your football days are over, Mr. Barlow. You won't play again.